Hey, how you doing? Okay, I got excited because I had made a lot of progress with the tombs in the last hour or so, and they're gonna start to become visible right now. So I figured I'd stream it as this came up. I'm running the game right now. I converted all the code to Unreal. I got the code running, and I can see that these walls are gonna set up like this eventually. So we just gotta like make the walls show up and then put them underground, and we're done. There was a couple little weird artifacts here that I don't really understand, and I'll have to trace it off. Like these edges, it seems like something is not quite right with them. Like these artifacts I didn't see in the tool. But I'm really kind of excited to see what they're like when you walk around inside of them. Whoa! Donations right off the bat. Did not expect that. But this will actually, this is like 95% there. Like it's weird to me that some of these, like I don't exactly know what would cause these artifacts, but but I want to see what they're like to walk around in these. So let's. What I realize is I made these single block tunnels, and I don't think that you could probably get through those. But anyways, let's get them running. It's pretty straightforward shot from this point on. So we're gonna build a dungeon columns here, and let's just go from let's just start dungeon floor level is equal to 56. This is just for testing right now. We'll get them integrated later. But the point is to get it in the game as fast as possible, as easy as possible, to see if it is something we want. So we're going to walk from dungeon floor location. Actually, let's start here. So we'll start by taking the calculating the thing at the dungeon floor location, and we will drop a limestone block on the floor. And then we will walk from dungeon floor location +1 up to dungeon height. And what did we say before that? Dungeons will be like 10 high. Well, here from 0 to the dungeon height, and int world y is the dungeon floor y plus the floor level. We will no. Here we go. This is what we do. We get this, the object first, and if the object is a wall, then we walk up from from 0 to dungeon height, walk floor, calculate our index and set those as limestone. Okay, that should be it. We should see walls at this point. Oh my God, there was nothing to see anyways. This is the big, of course, this crashed, but this is the big reveal here anyway, so you didn't really miss anything. Okay. And here is the basic layout of these dungeons. We're in them now. It's kind of cool. They're a little too tall, I think, maybe. I think maybe 8 blocks high. We could do cool stuff on the ceiling. Can we walk through these? Yeah, I guess so. I guess it's they're narrow little passages, but they're cool. But I think they're too tall, and we should just put a cap on them. Once we put the cap on them, we're not going to be able to see with so much light. It is, you could definitely get lost in these, though. Flickering down there is interesting. There's some, I think you were off the screen, but there was some graphical, there were some problems that they were having. In fact, we could fly up above them and look at them. But for the most part, they're correct. Couple things I'd probably change. I might put more doors in. It's easy to change the probability of the doors. And then we'll put the lights in too. The one thing I'm seeing is that one single... I thought we had made all the doors. Oh, they are 2 blocks. Okay. Okay. First of all, they're too tall, so let's fix that. Let's bring them down to 7 blocks and see what that's like. That feels a lot better, actually. Okay. And of course, I'm in a hole that I can't get out of. Let's see. And this is, we made a lot of guesses when we were putting this together about what would feel good. But, I don't know. It's pretty good. Like, I have to fix the problems with it. I don't really understand why I'm having some of the issues I'm having, but it's... And I think I definitely want more doors. Like, are these... Does it feel... Yeah. A lot of these are just not accessible at all. Let's see if there's a problem. Like if there's, it just seems like there's a lot less doors than there used to be. And there's some sort of weird overlap issue going on here. Actually, no, that's all correct. I don't know, what should we do first? Should we put the... I can't put I can't put torches in right now because there's a problem with them, but I can put lanterns in the meantime to see where the lights are. Let's do that first, it'll be easy. Let's put this, let's make one call. Torch height, and we'll make it like 5 maybe. And then if the torch, then what we'll do is at worldwide will be dungeon floor level plus torch height. God, I cannot get used to this IDE. And we will set this, and right now this has to be a lantern block, okay. That's actually all we have to do for those. So, oh, did we crash? Yeah, we did. Okay, let me just double check what I did there. That actually is correct. So it just doesn't like the lantern block. When you're making a game, there's usually like a lot of stuff that isn't running 100%. And I don't know that I've ever put a lantern block down. Oh, we do on the tower. Oh. Super weird. Let's just put a rock block there and... I have such a hard time believing that this is the problem. Okay. Oops. I thought this was going to be so smooth. Okay, this makes no sense to me whatsoever. So let's start with just getting the index. Let me just double check that. That doesn't mean, because we're going over that number 5. Torch height is 5, and we're walking up that worldwide. Okay. These are screwed up. Yeah, there they are. They should never appear in the corner, so we got some other problem. This is weird. I don't know where that bug was coming from. Okay, let's close these. We'll change them back to lanterns. Just to make sure. Where's the origin? Build tower. Fixed lantern block. Okay, let's just put that one in instead, just to see if we can get past this. Fixed lantern block. Okay, and we have lanterns in here. Okay, so now we'll have light when we close the top of this off, which we will do. And what we'll then do here too is we will that's fine. Okay, we have to dig into here to get to it. We'll put our torch on. And now we're in the dungeons. They still feel a little tall, don't they? Wow, we are totally getting a crash in here, and I don't. Don't want to debug this on the stream. Would be helpful to know what's going on. Take this off. I think we can go do this. What I want to do here, though, is I want to drop the height of the dungeons down. And I think they're a little bit too tall. So let's put the torches up at like 4. And let's make the dungeon height like 5. And let's This is cool. This is infinite dungeons. Why there's lanterns in the air? We have to figure this. I have to figure all this stuff out. There's probably something real. I just did a AI conversion of the C# code to make the dungeon. So I'm sure there's something wrong there that I got to look into. Trying to decide how much I like this, and I actually kind of really like it. Yeah, there's supposed to be torches in here, but right now we don't have the code to place torches with the world builder. To find out why this is happening. Like, there's just something wrong. But it's like 70% there. I don't know if I like the hallways ever being this small, especially if there's going to be torches in them. So we have to really kind of adjust some stuff. Let's see, this hallway is like 3. This is like 3. Definitely more doors. Oh, I know why that crash is happening. Okay, I just figured it out. Yeah, more doors would make this feel... That's probably something I could do, though. Let's take the... Let's take the tops off of these again. Let's go back to the dungeon builder, which is our same dungeon builder from before. And where when we make our doors, there was a... This reduced the amount of doors total. Somebody said one block higher. I actually think that you're probably right. In fact, while I do this, let's do that. Let's make the dungeon... I think the dungeon needs to be one block higher, and I think the torches need to be one block lower. So like 3 and 6. And let's just save and run it like that. Right now, somebody's asking about my ID. I'm using Rider. I don't like it very much. It makes some things easier and some things harder. It's hard for me to switch. You have to kind of imagine the torches being there. So let's pop up in the air. And there's like a lot more doors now because I think I increased the odds of the doors. I almost think all the doors should be like 3 wide. Like the two slot doors feel like a little bit narrow. There's like so many in here with no doors at all. I thought too many doors was bad, but let's go back to the dungeon builder. Let's just make a lot of them. Somebody said it looks like the back rooms. It's funny that you say that. I thought it did too. I thought this would make it actually a really awesome backrooms game. Okay, so there's a lot of doors now. We are seeing double doors. Like I've doubled the amount of doors in everything. We should probably not see big areas without doors anymore. It's funny, a lot of those internal, there's still a lot of these like internal areas. I kind of wanted this to be like a twisty... I actually think there's something wrong. It's weird to me that none of these internal areas have any doors, and then the outsides have so many. It's as if something's not being initialized correctly. It's like there almost is like no internal doors on anything, which is really going to affect the way that it feels to be in it. There's like a tedious process I have to go through to figure out what's going on. which is a shame because I was hoping the code would come right over without any problems. Let's put the cap on and just see what it is, and I'll probably stop the stream after that. I just didn't want the, I thought this is probably the coolest part of this, where you get to see what it actually is like. Okay. Grab our torch and, oops. Oh, I'm probably flying. Nope. Yeah, I think that's probably right. Yeah, it'll be funner. It'll be more fun when I get the if the doors are being placed correctly. Because right now, every time you go in a room, there's like no other place to go. But if you had the doors in right, it would feel like this twisting maze. I was thinking I should also put pillars in the rooms too. Oh, you know what I should do is I should put door jams on the top. Let's do that real fast before I end the stream. Like, this is really easy. Then, yeah, what we're going to do is we'll do this. Yeah, there we go. That feels like a little bit more intentional. One of the things I thought about doing too is making the ground a little bit uneven, so you're sometimes going up steps and down steps and things like that. Have to see how that works. But I definitely have to tune this up a little bit. It's cool that you could literally be in here forever. Like, you could just wander infinitely through these dungeons, and I could put interesting things in each room if I wanted to, because I have that ability with the dungeon builder. Cool, cool. Okay, I'm going to work on this more on my own. Actually, before we do it, let's just spawn some zombies in the dungeon and see how they handle it. I have no idea how that AI will handle. terrifying. It's pretty cool. It's terrifying. Okay. Thanks, everybody.